Christmas, pardon the French. Eddie Howe's manager back. Snowman's getting involved. The Ipswich match force come up, Newcastle want to lose a bit, and make sure you stick around. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to see Newcastle win away. Welcome back to Black White Banter, ladies and gentlemen. And I am here in Suffolk. Haven't seen any tractors yet, but we are at the Stow Market Town Football Club just behind me here. Don't know much about them as a team. They've welcomed us in for some beers, quite cheap beers for this part of the country, before we head over to Ipswich. It's been an early start this morning. My eyes are literally piss holes in the snow, which is festive is a term, so that one works quite nicely. And look, this is a big match today. Just before Santa Claus puts his fat ass down the chimney, if you've been a good lad, or lass, this year, this is a massive match. And I think Eddie Howe's team are massively built on momentum. Saturday against Leicester, brilliant. Doing what we should be doing against the team that we should be beating. Fantastic, dominant. Good in the final third, taking our chances, which was nice to see. And then on to Brentford. I said that was the biggest game of the season. We won it comfortably, and now we have a semi-final against Arsenal where anything can happen, with the second leg at St James's Park to look forward to in the new year. But let's forget about all that, because today is Ipswich Town. Ipswich Town away. First time we've been here since early 2000s. You are talking over 20 years since Newcastle played in the Premier League. Now, we have played here in the Championship. It's been a long time in the top flight. Very, very long time. And today for me, before we go into a very hectic Christmas pile-up, is a big game. Because if we can win today, all of the stress, all of the worry about what we thought is like, you know, are we under pressure, win, lose, draw. If we win today, we've got Aston Villa, Man United and Spurs in the space of what? 8 days, 9 days, 10 days, whatever it is, from the 26th to the 4th. What's that? 9 days. Win today, we can afford to lose one of them matches. And realistically, I would love to say we're going to win every single match. We will probably lose one of them games. Aston Villa at home on Boxing Day, we're the favourites there. But Man United, my cup final, we always seem to have a habit of screwing that one up. But yeah, I do. Ipswich are without a win at home this season. They are missing their main man, Delap, who, can I just say, has got some great stats, really great prospect. He's their main target man, and the Ipswich fans will be devastated that he's not playing today. He actually reached faster goals in 10 appearances in the Premier League than what Alan Shearer did in the top flight. He's in a stat of greatness there, can we just say. But I'm feeling confident. Why would I know? I think Eddie Howe's teams have been built on momentum, and he's talked about that in his press conference, that the feel-good factor's there in the camp. We're missing Joe Linton today because of a suspension, but truth be told, I'm happy about that, because we need Joe Linton against the Villa, the Man United and the Spurs. So we bite the bullet with that one. We do have people who can come in. I would prefer Willock to come in rather than Longstaff, because that will suit our style, how we've been playing better. Willock on the left, Bruno and Tonali doing what they do in midfield, switching that number 6. But we'll see. Joe Linton's a massive loss, and we can't deny that. But just more of the same, please. More of the same. And if we sort this away form out, which is my biggest concern today, because let's be totally honest, the away form has not been good enough. But I think it's worth mentioning on today of all days, the special feel you get for a game like this, remembering Sir Bobby Robson. And I've got to mention it. He's on the front of the Ipswich programme, which is class. He managed Ipswich for 13 years. He managed us for 6, over 900 games in the tank. Won the UEFA Cup for Ipswich, and I'm lucky enough to remember him. And we all talk. I was asking people on the bus, and I'm going to ask people hopefully today what their best memories are. Some of his best quotes. I never forget him going mental about Kieran Dyer not being alert away at Barcelona in the Champions League when he was on the post and the ball went past him, lacing into him.
In a debriefing exercise, we talked about this and showed him on film, to what had happened, and a couple of players laughed, and I said, "What are you laughing at? Do you think that's funny?" Because I said, "I don't think that's funny. I think that's a disgrace," and I mean that sincerely. And while Kieran is a terrific boy and he's been a great bar here, that night, that was unprofessional. He lost his alertness. He lost his attention to a crucial situation. Kieran, to be fair, when he saw it, he couldn't believe how bad he'd been. He couldn't remember that he was that bad. I said, well, have a look at it again just to make sure that you do remember it. And so we showed it to him again. And he was totally embarrassed.
Rant when we got beat by Wolves in the FA Cup, and he said that wasn't acceptable for this fan base and this city.
And I'm not disappointed. I'm just pretty sick. And I think we'll have a disappointed and a sick city as well back in Newcastle, because the cup means a lot to us, and we've lost a gigantic game. And I'm cross, and I'm trying to keep cool. But we've gone. It's history. The FA Cup for us now is history.
Great man. So loved by these. I'm sure there'll be chants out there. So please get down and let me know your favourite Bobby Robson moment in the comments. I would love to read some of them because he was such a great manager for us. That was what made me fall in love with football, Sir Bobby Robson. Champions League. I was just getting old enough to remember Feyenoord away, 3-2 Bellamy in injury time. Amazing memories. But yeah, this wonderful football club has put us up before the match, before we head on these lovely buses, just for a couple of beers. We've got the music going. They've got a match today, and I'll try and show you the pitch inside. I'm up for it. Christmas is here. I'm not breaking up for Christmas because I work in social media, unfortunately, but jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it would be to see Newcastle win away. Come on! Right, anyway, before I sink that beer, do you really think I was going to do this match vlog without some festive black and white banter? Stats. Give me a striker from Sweden. Alexander Isak has been involved in 12 goals in 11 matches against newly promoted sides. He loves teams that are fresh from the Championship. He gobbles them up. 10 goals and 2 assists. He's only failed to score or assist in 2 matches against newly promoted teams. So Ipswich, this could be my famous last words, as it sometimes is, but you've been warned. Now, an interesting stat, which is the reason I think we might win this match today. Well, we might play well in this game. There are only 2 teams that have applied more pressures than Ipswich this season. That's Crystal Palace and Bournemouth. And 2 of their players, including Delap, who's missing, are some of the highest 4 pressures in the league. They will come out and press us at every opportunity. That's how their manager, Mr. McKenna, likes to set up. And I think that suits us. That opens up space for the Brunos, the Tenalis, to really go between the lines and create space and chances. So fingers crossed that is a stat that holds up at the end of this vlog. Finally, to get the festive cheer going, I'm not Santa Claus, I'm not old enough. Don't think the grey's coming through just enough to pull off the Santa Claus routine. I'm going to finish on a positive before I go and sink a pint of Guinness and try and split the G. Newcastle have only lost 1 of their last 22 matches against newly promoted sides. Isak likes playing against them. We like playing against them. You can just blame me at the end of this video if things go pear-shaped. Away, Eddie Howe's positive stat mags. What's the score going to be today?
3-1 Newcastle.
Who's going to score first?
Isak.
And thoughts on this lovely pitch behind you?
We've been very good.
No.
The boxes look legit.
They allowing us to have a couple of drinks though, right? Cup semi-final, last question. Arsenal, are we going to make it to Wembley or not?
I think we will, but we'll lose in the away leg and win in the home leg.
Oh, I like it. Score predictions. I'm going to start with what I assume is going to be the most negative I'm going to hear of this little round robin. Go on, hit me with it.
Newcastle will get beat 1-0. We'll have loads of chances. Ipswich have not won at home. Clubs love when Newcastle haven't, you know what I mean? They've never won something, they've never scored something. Newcastle comes along, they fucking love it.
Very cynical.
Newcastle will get beat. They'll have a cup hangover. I'm sorry. We'll win the cup though. We won't get beat. We won't win today.
Right, one more question. Favourite Sir Bobby Robson memory?
Ooh.
I'm going to put you on the spot. Got one match, moment?
I don't know. When I was a bairn, I started going when Bobby Robson was manager. So I just think that general period
Champions League, all the good
was
stuff.
Loved Bobby. Loved him.
Right, I'm moving on to Mr. Santa Claus, although lacking the beard a little bit. But
I had to shave yesterday just for you.
Well, you're supposed to shave, you've got presents to deliver. Right, anyway, more important than presents, score predictions.
Fucking hell. Yeah, I'm with Hannah. I'm worried about it. I am worried about it. I am really worried about it.
The festive spirit is really...
Look, I'm going to go 1-0 Newcastle.
Right, 1-0
Newcastle. 1-0 Newcastle.
First scorer?
Isak.
Best Bobby Robson memory?
definitely. Loads. Absolutely loads.
Any standouts?
Aye, Chef Wed in his first game, and we won 7-1.
Nice.
I mean, that was unbelievable, that. Like, really good.
Happy days.
He's a legend, like, to be fair. And
He is.
yeah, I don't think we appreciate him and KK enough. And the whole shit about KK is not coming back until we win something is bollocks.
I know.
Like, he should be on that pitch every week because he's unbelievably good.
Fair. Right, swinging round.
To Mr. Meg.
Mystic Meg, yes. Hit
I
me.
feel like there's a bit of a pressure here because I did say Leicester 4-0, Brentford 3-1. Oh,
Apparently said
No,
these two.
this
I
is-
have no proof of this on any
right.
videos.
So what I'll do is I'll send you the WhatsApp chat
Right,
after
right. You can do that after this. Yeah.
Because
go
I
on
am actually Mr. Meg.
Hit me on
I'm
Mystic.
going to say 3-0.
then. Yeah. First scorer, go on. Hit me with the
I'm
first
not going
scorer.
to say Isaac because I think he's feeling fucking shit lately and he hasn't showed Arsenal what he's fucking made of. I think he's leaving that in the cup. That's what he's doing.
Okay, right.
So I'm going to say War Fabs. I'm obsessed.
Can you quickly show me the messages that you've
No,
sent to him?
I'm not.
Right,
No.
so
It's too much.
Just for anyone curious, she has been blocked by Fabian Scher for sending too many dirty messages. This is true. Is that true? Can I just confirm? Is that true?
Yeah, because he doesn't like us on Instagram. I sent too many messages and I just tell him he's a lovely man.
There's nothing wrong with that, is there? Is there?
No.
Right.
No, he's a lovely man.
He's a lovely man. He might be watching. He's definitely not watching this. But if he was, you just want to say to him,
Why is he
he's
not watching this? Why? Why are you not watching,
Right.
Fabian?
circling round. But I've got to talk about the jumper first before we talk about score predictions. I've seen a lot of Christmas jumpers. This one is my favourite I've seen so far. I'm not going to go down too low, don't worry. Anyway, come on. Score predictions. Go on, hit me.
2-1 the tune.
2 on the tune. First scorer.
Anthony Gordon.
Rolling down the line.
Yay.
I didn't even get a chance to ask this because we talked about Fabian Scher, but favourite Sir Bobby memory?
Semi-finals with the tune. Oh, he was unreal, man. Loved the tune. Loved Ipswich.
Just a bit of a love for him today.
Legend.
He's on the front of the programme. It's
Legend.
nice. It's
Unreal.
Nice. Unreal.
Come on, the tune.
Can we win the cup?
Bring it on.
Bring
Arsenal.
it on. Come on, mate. Oh, defiance. Right, all the way around, sir. Score predictions today.
3 on tune.
First scorer.
If he starts, Joe Willock.
Joe Willock. Yeah, I'd go with that. And I'm not gonna guess age. Favourite Sir Bobby memory, or is he a little bit? I don't know how old you are.
I'm only 19, so
Right.
a bit past my...
Right, okay, I won't ask you that one. I'll move on to the cup question. Can we win the cup? We know what the draw is now.
Yeah.
Arsenal 2 legs. Can we do it or not?
Yes.
We can.
Yeah, but that first leg at the Emirates is absolutely huge.
It is.
We've got to
Just stay in the game.
shithouse it, basically. Shithouse that first leg, bring them back to St James's, max 1 goal deficit, and we could take them at
I
home.
like it. I like the positivity. And last but certainly not least, sir.
Definitely not least.
Definitely not least.
Right.
Score predictions today.
4-0 the tune. Easy.
4-0. Easy.
Bold. The man himself.
He's
given me-
this one out.
he's
Have a
given
Merry
me-
Christmas. This is quite unusual Christmas, Jim. I respect it. I tell you.
He's given me the idea of
I haven't
4-0.
seen that man for a very long time, actually. He was all the rage once upon a time.
He's an iconic man, if you could say yourself.
Yeah.
For some people,
Who's your first scorer today?
Anthony Gordon. I think,
Yeah, I've heard a couple of Gordons.
I think Gordon's going to get there.
He's looked
aye.
better recently. I won't ask you the Sir Bobby question because I'm going to
Yeah,
assume
yeah,
I'll
aye,
get the
definitely.
same cup. Can we do it or not?
100%. Easy.
So you were happy with Arsenal? Or would you prefer somebody else?
Spurs would probably be the one that you'd want out of the others.
Yeah,
Arsenal's
do it.
100%.
Can we go all the way though?
Yeah.
Oh, I like
If
this.
we beat Arsenal, then I don't see why we can't beat whoever will get in the final.
I like it. I like this Christmas positivity. Thank you very much. Fucking 10 seconds in! Fucking get in! jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to see Newcastle win away. That's right, Newcastle fans. I'm doing my post-match end of this vlog the next day. Not because I wanted to do that. I actually recorded myself walking home from the supporters bus at midnight. And I got a full video, and it was lashing down with rain. I was soaking through my pants, and the rain dripped on the camera. So I couldn't use it, unfortunately, so I'm doing it the next day. As I dust the cobwebs off the morning after the night before, which almost sounds like I'm telling some sort of Christmas fairy tale. Well, I'll tell you what, as far as things have been going for Newcastle more recently, it feels like the last 8 days has been a bit of a Christmas fairy tale. 11 goals scored, 1 conceded. I've just woke up feeling great before Santa Claus hopefully puts his big fat ass down the chimney if I've been a good lad. I said at the start of this video yesterday now, what an important match that was, not because of just building on that momentum, but also because of the running we've got coming up over Christmas. Villa, Man United, Tottenham, Arsenal in the Cup. It's just going to be relentless. It's probably, as you could argue, our hardest run of fixtures we've had so far this season over the Christmas break, and that's why momentum and winning football matches is powerful when you hit that time of year. And we've just got a bit of breathing space now. I look at the table, we are 1 point behind Manchester City. Yes, they're in a slump, but it's more the fact that we're in 7th place with nothing in the table at all. And we will be the favourites against Aston Villa. Very difficult match. I would even argue in the way they play, one of our most difficult out of those 3. Because Man United will play quite expansive. But look, we went down to Ipswich in a game we were expected to win by a lot. And we did it comfortably. And again, I'm going to start this video by just talking about the fact that yes, Ipswich were bad. They were really bad. In fact, they were awful. Delap wasn't playing, which was a massive loss for them and great for us, but they were just shocking. And what I will say is that I've started 3 videos now in my reaction. Leicester, Brentford and Ipswich all saying the same thing, that the opposition were not very good. So I will take that with a pinch of salt a little bit. That the matches we've won this week have not been against teams that have given us any sort of challenge, if I'm being totally honest with you. But that doesn't mean you still have to go out and play well. You have to beat who's in front of you, and you have to beat who's in front of you, as we all hope, to a certain level. And we did that. And fair play to the Ipswich fans. A lot of them were getting soaking wet. They weren't very noisy, but I've never seen a team stay all the way to the end when your team is 4-0 down like they did. I think with a couple of minutes left, there was still, I'd say the stadium was still 3/4 full, apart from the ones that were getting soaking wet on the front row. So fair play for that to the Ipswich fans. I've never been down to Portman Road. Concourse was awful, one of the worst I've been in. Tiny, couldn't really get stirred. 1 toilet with massive queues. And Carlsberg lager on draft. 3.8% piss. But look, Eddie Howe didn't really make any changes to the team. The only change he made was in force because of Joe Linton and Willock. He kept Willock in, which I was quite happy about. And we started. Did that early goal change the game? Maybe it did. Maybe it did, because 25 seconds in, we start on the front foot. Isak bangs it in, lovely finish. And we wait and we wait and wait and wait. And suddenly, when that was given by VAR, not only are we delirious in the away end, but the game shifts. The home fans are nervous. The Ipswich players are probably nervous, knowing they've never won at home. And an early goal away that we haven't had for a while now, that I can remember, is important, because when we can really push on from there, we can start to dictate the game. And if there is one midfielder who I'll start with in my player performances, which I'll get onto in a second, it is the likes of Tonali, who can really dictate football matches. And we just pushed on, we didn't sit back. And what I will say is, what I'm noticing with this Newcastle team is we play better against sides who play similar to us. I look at Liverpool in a match you could argue we should have won when we drew 3-3. They play a 4-3-3. They like to press. I said in my stats that Ipswich have one of the highest pressures in the league. 3rd, in fact. And that played into our hands. They played 4-3-3. They were without Delap. And that opened up so much space. And we're better than them. And I was very surprised. I respect McKenna for setting up how he does, but I think he should have been a bit cuter against the Newcastle team that was actually coming into this game in some pretty decent form. And there was just so much space all day. We could have had 6, 7. Gordon missed a header. Isak missed a one-on-one. There was little flashes of moments for Harvey Barnes when he came on the second half. There was just so many opportunities, and it could have been like what Sheffield United was last season, a cricket score. So that's really positive. Any Premier League game where you win like that was great. So we pushed on from that first goal, Second goal, absolutely banging finish from Jacob Murphy. I'll touch on him in a second. Lovely mistake from Ipswich. Thank you very much in injury time for the third. In and half time, those Christmas beers are going down better than I can remember it in an away stadium for a very, very long time. All about the second half. We knew we'd won the game. You never want to speak too early, but we had. We'd won that football match. And it was all about seeing it through, maybe keeping up a bit of intensity, but getting some players on. We saw Lewis Smiley, who looked as comfortable when he actually got into the game a bit as we know Lewis Smiley can. Barnes got a bit of action, probably didn't do as well as I would have liked, but we were able to rest players again, and that's very good over Christmas, that we are burying teams like Brentford in the Cup and then being able to make changes early. Individual performances from me, where do you start with a game like that? From the back, I thought defensively we were quite comfortable. Dubravka has given us an element of confidence when he has the ball at his feet that Nick Pope can't, but admittedly all of these clean sheets have come from him not being tested too much, and we cannot hide away from that. But fair play for him commanding his box where he's had to and staying switched on. Dan Burn, I thought, was great today. Devastated that goal got knocked off him. We were loving it in the stands when he rolled in front of us. But he was good. Fabian Schär, some of his balls were really good. He looked quite comfortable. He was enjoying things. Lewis Hall, my God, that boy is just getting better and better and better with every single football match he plays. His decision making, his passing, his interchanging between defence and attack and deciding when the best time to do that is. I thought Livramento was a lot better today, which was positive, especially going forward. And then on that midfield, Tonali and Bruno are really starting to finally figure out, like we dreamt of when Tonali came back from his ban, a system that is suiting us. And Bruno, as much as interchanging between the both of them is important because Tonali's better in front of goal, Bruno yesterday had arguably his best performance for me. His confidence was flown. Some of the balls he was spreading, he did a first-time volley out to the left-hand side, which was absolutely shut the curtains, light the Yankee candle, and really sit down and enjoy that one back over a nice glass of Baileys. It was lovely. He was playing with that confidence I haven't seen from him in ages. It was lovely to see. Tonali's dictating things in there. And let's talk about Jacob Murphy. Look, Jacob Murphy has never had the consistency that maybe some of us would like. We know he's got a limit. We still need a right midfielder, but you cannot argue. And all I saw yesterday, the same as I've done in recent matches, was a man creating lots of chances, getting good shots off. His goal was lovely. He should have had more assists. His back heel for Isak's fourth was beautiful. A man really playing with confidence, and you've got to take a player playing in the form that he is and hope that carries on into Christmas. He has so many critics, and he didn't play very well against Leicester despite scoring twice. I said that on my match reaction. But look, he's a man in form and he's creating chances for us and he knows Eddie Howe's system. Isak, I don't even need to talk about him too much. Isak is one of the best strikers in the league. He's chasing down Alan Shearer for goal contribution stats in a calendar year, and he could have had more. And he does things with such an elegance, and that's why sometimes he misses one-on-ones because he tries to be too cute. He's a very good striker who's hitting a stride in a time we really need our out-and-out striker to hit a stride. But I'm just a bit nervous in case he gets injured. So he was absolutely brilliant for me. And just overall, it was a good performance. If I was to pick out anyone who maybe didn't play great, I thought Anthony Gordon, on a day that he should have gobbled up, looked a little bit rusty, missed a header in the first half, didn't take a man on as much as I would have liked. And Joe Willock coming into the team always looks like a man who takes a long time to get up to speed. We know he's energetic, we know he's got dynamism that some of our other midfielders don't, but he just looked a little bit rusty, especially in the first half. But I cannot knock it. And the last time we won this comfortably away from home was Sheffield United. It doesn't happen very often in the Premier League. Another clean sheet in the league, which is amazing before we go into a massive run of fixtures. Christmas feels like it's come early for me. I'm not bothered about presents. I'm just bothered about Newcastle doing well. And on that note, I'm going to sign off because I'm going for a lovely couple of festive Sunday afternoon drinks. Newcastle fans, if you've liked this match vlog a bit longer than normal, drop down, let us know your best Sir Bobby memories, let us know what you think about the Christmas run-in, and get Black and White banter across all social media. And if this is my last video before the fat man comes down the chimney, a Merry Christmas to all. I hope you all have an absolutely class day, because isn't Christmas nicer when Eddie Howe's Mags are doing well? And finally, to quote Sir Bobby, who I love so much, and it was all about memories of him today for me, to quote Sir Bobby, it's not beyond our wildest dreams, because we do have wild dreams. Let's hope 2025 is where Eddie Howe's Mags reach a couple of them dreams. Keep the faith as always, and thank you very much for watching. Hoya lads!